Hey guys, super grateful you decided to come back and pay me a visit. If you remember a few episodes back, I went over 3 anime you probably haven't heard of. One of the anime on that list went by the name of Saber Marionette J. The Saber Marionette series is an interesting one, holding 2 animes and 2 OVA series. There's somewhat of a flow that the first series, OVA, and second series have, as far as the next one bouncing off the last, but then there's one more OVA that does something different. Stay tuned. I've been meaning to tap into Saber Marionette on this channel for a while now, but I decided to kick it off with the OVA that's set distantly into the future from J, like 500 years into the future, Saber Marionette R. The reason I decided to start with this is because it's a very strange OVA, and I actually didn't realize it predated the other series. But I felt like it was best to just get it out the way before getting to the good stuff. Also, the story here really doesn't require any of the J series, so for anyone interested by this review, it's free to go check it out. No strings attached. Some backstory on the Saber world: an accident that took place when the people of Earth tried to colonize other planets many years ago led to the landing of survivors on the planet Terra 2. The male population was the sole gender to make it through the crisis, and ultimately they had to resort to genetic engineering in order to reproduce themselves. The female race in this universe is represented by androids called marionettes that were manufactured by the men and equipped with human, feminine-like traits and even emotions. Some of them have even more intricate abilities. I'll stop there and probably expand on this more when I get to the actual TV series in a future video. Alrighty, so Marionette R. Off rip, the OVA is set in a place called Romana, which is definitely based on Italy in the Dark Ages. The characters we center around are Viri Jr., who is the next in line to the throne as the Prince of Romana, and his marionette companions. 3 marionettes who share the exact same names as the ones from the original series, they just look different. The show's premise, honestly and truly, isn't a hard one to understand when I say it to you here. Actually, let me tell you, it's about a guy named Starface who has a star drawn on his mask. Well, it's not a star, but I'll touch on that later. He uses these things called sexadolls to put on an attack on Romana and murder the king in order for him to be the next ruler. In order for him to be the next ruler though, he also needs to behead Junior as well. And this means an all-out war between his squad and Junior's squad is imminent. See, it's really not that hard. And to be quite honest with you, I wish I realized that before I kept replaying the first episode 3 to 4 times because I kept falling asleep trying to keep up with what the hell was going on. See, it's not so much a horribly boring or slow-paced anime. It sorta just did a poor job at getting its point across. I approached it like it was potentially this deep plot that I might have to keep very close attention to each scene carefully in case I miss something important, but not because it really needed that. Because it bounces from one thing to the next very aggressively, and it was quite annoying. Most of this issue is an episode 1 issue, because that's where the main formulation of the plot takes place. But once you catch on, it's a pretty decent OVA. The first episode was the setup, and the second and third ones were basically training and a journey towards the final climactic battle. Guys, if for nothing else, you gotta watch this shit for the action. When you look at the art style and listen to what I just said about the story, you wouldn't expect something like this to deliver in terms of action, but it really gave a few memorable moments where these girls' fights are just crazy. Hey, one character even goes Super Saiyan. There wasn't too much to say on this one. I'm just here to let you know if you ever see Saber R, scrolling through Mal or wherever you're looking, or maybe you've seen the other Marionette series and want to know if it's worth watching this one, go ahead. The animation is cool, art is dark, music is eh. Actually, the ending song was pretty vibey and I'll link it in the description. I do want to point out before I go that there's a lot of occultic symbolism here, which was pretty interesting. The Starface guy actually is wearing a pentagram mask, Junior's father is actually getting sacrificed, not just killed, and the scene in the bathroom with the checkerboard floor found in Masonic temples and the orgy that went down, these are things that are very important elements in the lifestyle of Luciferianism. I'm just curious as to why the writer thought it was necessary to incorporate, but who knows. Saber Marionette R dropped in 1995, produced by Studio G Room. Go check it out. Like the video, comment down below what y'all want to see next. I'm out. Thanks for watching Anime Back When.